everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to High Maintenance YouTube, then make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. As always, thank y'all for y'all's continued support. I hope y'all enjoy my videos. If you have any type of questions or anything, or even like a video you want me to specify, like a specific question or anything, make sure and leave it in the comments below. Before we jump into today's video though, I just wanted to say, y'all, I'm just getting over being sick, and it's crazy because you don't realize how important your body is until you really can't do anything because you're like sick, like just laying there, just sick, like your head hurts, your nose is runny. It was the worst thing ever, y'all. So I'm super glad to be feeling back to normal, feeling better, finally able to talk without my head pounding or even like walk around. It was crazy because like doing simple stuff while you're sick, like your body is just like, what are you doing? You need to lay down and rest. So it was really, really nice to actually have like solid rest where I wasn't thinking like, okay, I got to do this and I got to do that. Like I was literally just in rest mode, y'all. I was not trying to push myself any further than what I could because it was honestly, it was crucial, y'all. So, but I am back to feeling better and I'm super glad because like I said, you don't realize how important your body is until you can't use it anymore. So, but like I said, if you are new to the channel, my name's Kristen. I am the owner and founder of High Maintenance Lashes. Today, I'm going to be covering what it is to take a license course versus a certification course. There's a whole lot of buzz in the industry and a whole lot of like, it sucks because people that do like what I offer is a technique certification course. It is not a license course. And also I want to inform you that with this video, what I'm going to be covering is basically the difference between the two. I'm not knocking either one or trying to say that my way is better than the other way because it's not. Both ways are perfect and they're both fine. And it also depends on you as an artist, what you're wanting to get out of the class. So like if you're wanting to, let's say you are already a cosmetologist, you already have your license and everything, if that's the case, then you probably just want to take a certification course, you know, because you already have your license, you already have gone and taken your state board exams and stuff like that. So you're just wanting to learn the actual technique of the lash extensions. Tucker? Sorry, y'all. My dog's over there scratching the floor. He's a weirdo. You hear him? Anyways, like I was saying, or let's say you are new to the beauty industry and you're wanting to take a course, but you don't know where to start, then that's perfect. You should either also take a certification course or a license course if you actually want to like start making money after doing lashes. A lot of what happens is people like, they hear certification or technique course and they're like, oh, well, that's a waste of my money. I'm not going to go do that. You know, like if I'm going to do something with lashes, I want to be able to make money and work off of it. However, that's not always the case, y'all. What I offer is a certification technique course. And I have had many girls who have came and taken a training and a class with me, and then they go and they practice at home, and you know, they work from home and they realize like, wow, I really want to do this, I really enjoy this, I can make good money off of this too. So I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to go and get my lash extension special certification, or I'm going to go back for cosmetology or esthetician or whatever it is that you're deciding to do. And also a reminder, y'all, in the state of Texas, you have to have either a cosmetology, esthetician, or lash extension specialty license to work in a salon or work in a studio, wherever you can have your own space. Like if you're working outside anywhere besides your home, then you need one of those licenses to do so. But this is also in the state of Texas. There is certain states that they don't require you to have a license. Certain states, you can just work off just a certification. That's why I offer my certification, because I honestly, personally, I don't want to offer a licensing. I don't want it, because with licensing, it's very different than a certification. So with licensing, if you are going to school to get a lash extension specialty license or an esthetician or cosmetology, whatever license you're trying to withhold, you're going to have to take so many hours. You're going to have to go to school. You're also going to have to pass and take a written and state board exam. a written and a practical. So there's like half that's hands-on, and then there's other half that's I'm sorry, I got lost. There's other half that you have to take, and it pretty much covers all the rules of like cosmetology. Y'all can probably still hear it in my voice, y'all. My nose is like super stuffy. I'm sorry. This video has been on my mind the whole time I've been sick. Like, I don't know why. I was like, I really need to make a video explaining the difference between the two, because I have a lot of people who ask me a lot of good questions about, well, what's the difference and what does it offer me? What can it not offer me, you know? Because a lot of times, with the licensing class, you're gonna have to take, I believe it's like up to 2 or 3 months of schooling if you're doing a lash extension specialty. And then if you're doing esthetician, I believe it's like 700 hours. And then if you're doing cosmetology, I'm not sure if it's still 1,500 hours or if they knocked it down. It has been a little bit since I have been in school. I graduated 2014, y'all. I'm 25 years old now. So I graduated with my license in cosmetology whenever I graduated from Lubbock High School, 2014. It's not loser, y'all. It's it's your Lubbock High sign. Westerner for life. But like I was saying, what I offer is a certification technique training. So you are basically learning how to do lash extensions the way I teach, and the way pretty much it's a specialty type of technique training. It's the way I personally do lash extensions and the way I have learned and my preferred method of teaching. I've had some people that have came at me cray, y'all. They came at me crazy. They're like, what are you doing? No, that's not right. And this is BS, and I'm spending my money, and yet I'm not going to be able to work after this, you know, because this isn't a licensed course. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what I tell you, and that's what I share with my students. You know, this is a technique training. That's all this is. That does not mean that my class is any less than someone that's going and taking a licensed course. Because with a licensed course, you know, you're having to go to school, you're having to pick your days, you have to complete so many hours, and then like I said, at the end of all those hours completed, you are having to take that state board exam, practical written exam, and then you will carry your license. And then yes, you can work with that license, and you can go into you know, a studio, or whether you want to do your own spot, whatever it is that you're wanting to do with the license. And with the technique course, usually technique or certification trainings are usually 1 day, 1 to 5 days, just depending on what type of teacher you have and what they're showing. Usually with my classes, like a classic training is usually 1 day, and if someone's wanting to do classic and volume, then it's going to be more of a 2-day or 3-day training, depending on how much they are. Hi, Tuck. You want to see Tucker? Say hi. Say hi to all the YouTube followers. Say hi. He's crazy, y'all. He's been in the cage. We had a lazy Monday, so he's like, he's over us now. But like I was saying, my course is a certification technique training, and just because that it isn't a licensed training does not mean that I haven't trained some bomb ass lash artists, because I have. I have girls, I have nurses, I have boss women who have already reached the highest peaks to their success, like whatever job that was that they were searching for, and they're still coming and taking trainings with me because they're like, I still don't feel fulfilled. I still feel like there's more to learn, or I still feel like there's something else that I could be doing that would be a little bit extra and better for me. So like I said, like, do not knock a certification or technique training, because I have been to those and they are amazing. And then I have been to, I went to school, like I said, and I didn't learn anything in cosmetology school. I'm not sure how many girls that are on here that are watching this have already went to cosmetology school, but I did not learn anything in school. Like, not anything that I used after I graduated. I literally had to find a mentor, someone that I trusted in the beauty industry with lashes. I started watching her and I started following her, and then after that I started actually taking trainings from other people. And you know what's crazy, y'all, is whenever I started offering my training, whenever my very first class that I did was in Lubbock, Texas, I had 12 girls, a total of 12. I think I had 15 who signed up, but 12 showed up. And it was the best class ever, y'all. Like, they got a free night stay at the hotel. I gave them a bottle of wine and a little snack goodie bag. I gave them shirts, and then they showed up to class the next day, and we learned classic application. And all of those girls who took my training, my very first training, I think out of the 12, honestly, 10 of them are now doing lashes, and they either have their own space or they're working in a salon or whatever the case is. Like, they're doing lashes. They're actually like doing it. They're feeding their family. They're taking care of themselves. They're able to go on trips. It's really empowering to see how I have changed some of these women's lives. So just so you remember the difference between the two, a license, you're going to have to go and take so many hours and then also do your training while you're there. And then you're going to have to complete that state board and practical and written exam. And then if you're just doing a certification, usually, like I said, it can be from 1 to 2 days to sometimes 5-day trainings, just depending on your artist and also depending on what you're wanting to learn within those days. I used to do some classes and I would teach classic and volume in one day, and oh my gosh, it was like, I don't even know how I covered everything we did. We always got through everything to the point where the girls were making their volume fans and everything, but I always felt like it was really rushed. So then I started turning them into 2-day training. So first day we do classic training, second day we do volume training, and that seemed to be like really, really magical. And it also helped the girls have more, time focusing on one thing one day and another thing the next. So but do not knock a certification or a technique training course, because honestly, I always recommend any student who messages me, a lot of times, like I said, they're telling me like, well, this is just a certification, this isn't going to license me, but I tell them, well, it's best to take a training first to see if it's something that you even like before you go and you're like, oh, I'm going to go sign up for cosmetology and I have to take 1,500 hours and I'm going to be in school for like a year or so, and then they do cosmetology and they're like, well, I don't even really like this, I just want to do lashes. So you could have went for a lash extension specialty, or vice versa. I have some girls sign up for esthetician school because they're like, I just want to learn lashes, and then they go to esthetician school and they're like, oh, well, now I want to do hair. But you can't do that with the esthetician license. Esthetician's only skin and lashes. So there's a whole lot of different programs and different licensing that you can go about getting. I always tell everyone, if you're interested in learning lashes, if you're interested in what lashes are, I start telling my girls, and if it's something where you don't have enough money to sign up for a course or a technique training, because I can tell you they're pretty pennies. Like mine, I'm like group courses can be about $700-800, but anything private you're looking at $1,450 almost to $2,000 and up to get me one-on-one on private. And so that can be kind of uncomfortable for some people because they're like, I don't have that much money. If you are on the lower end of starting and you're like, I just want to get my toes in the water and see what it's like, I always tell everyone, get you a practice kit on Amazon. They're literally like $40 and they come with a mannequin and all the stuff that you need. They're not great products, but it's good enough for you to practice and get the feel of the motion. You can also take, YouTube classes. I know a lot of people have free ebooks and stuff like that. So that's one way to kind of just start your lash extension process if it is something that you're interested in. But for the most part, you can find a lot of technique courses that are built to help beginner lash artists in their journey. And even someone who's already an advanced artist, like whenever I took my course, I think I was already lashing for like a year before I decided, okay, I need to take a course because I feel like there's a lot that I don't know and I just feel like I'm missing a lot of information, Hey, what are you barking at? Sorry, y'all, my Tucker is tripping. He's on one today. Hey! He's mad at us. He's mad. He's all, y'all left me in the cage all day long. Oh, but like I was saying, y'all, after I did my very first successful class, I actually had someone call TDLR on me and tell them like, hey, she's teaching classes and this isn't right and she's duping people. And I was so sad because I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally trying to help other ladies who are interested in the industry because no one in Lubbock was offering classes at the time. I thought it was crazy. Whenever I took my first class, I had to go to Dallas to to take a class because no one in Lubbock was offering anything. And I was like, how weird is that? There's cosmetology, there's lash places everywhere. How is no one offering classes here? So that's what made me start, you know, offering classes and offering extension trainings, because it was something that was not taught here. And I was like, there's too many lash artists here for no one to be teaching it here, you know? And plus, you know, with me having to go to Dallas, I had to travel. I had to make plans to, you know, go stay somewhere. I didn't even know where the class was at. I was so scared because I never drove to Dallas before. So I was like, I don't know where I'm going, but I guess I'll just figure it out, you know? And so it was so scary. But whenever I left that class, I felt so much more empowered about lashes. I was like, oh my gosh, like this just makes so much sense. And now I feel like I'm going to be able to go and add this to my menu and be able to service my clients, because a lot of my clients were wanting more volume, more fullness, different looks that I honestly at the time was not able to give until after I took this course. And then I was like, oh man. And then I implemented this course and I took a bunch of different other online courses, in-person courses, and I implemented everything. And then I added my own style of teaching to my own, you know, what I have created now, which is my online classes, my in-person classes. So if you are new to the industry, if you are interested in learning lashes, if it's something that you've been so intrigued in, I really, really, really suggest that you start finding, you know, lash artists that you like their work, you like how just they carry themselves, you know. I've had so many people tell me, because I ask a lot of people, like, why do you choose me of all people? There's tons of people who offer classes, you know, not in Lubbock. That's why I know a lot of Lubbock people chose me. But even then, after I started offering classes, I seen a bunch of different other women in the industry offering classes, and I was like, yes, thank goodness, like I'm not the only one that has to do this, you know, because there is a lot to learn and you can learn differently from other people, you know. Like I've had some people take my class and they loved my learning style, they loved the way I taught, they fell in love with the process, and then they loved doing lashes even more. And then I had some people who have told me, you know, oh, you could have focused on this more, or you could have done this a little bit differently. He's on. Why are you barking? Sorry, y'all. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to shed some light on the difference between a license course and a certification / technique course. They are both essential. They are both very good. It just depends on what it is that you're searching for in the industry and what it is that you're wanting. So like I said, if you are already a cosmetologist and you just want to learn about lashes, you want to add some new services to your menu, then yeah, you probably want to take a certification technique course, because you don't need to go back to school. You already have a license. Or if you're someone who's like, I want to do lashes and I want to have a license and I want to go to work, then yeah, you probably should still take a certification course and then go and sign up for either your eyelash extension specialty, esthetician, or cosmetology license, whichever one is going to suit you best. But there's no right or wrong way to start your journey. It is exactly the way you need it to be, and you cannot, you know, don't I've had people that have, man, they've slandered me for doing the certification technique courses. You know, they're like, you're not teaching people that aren't licensed, you're not doing that, you know. And I just feel that if you want to learn about lashes, there's no right or wrong way to learn. You just have to find someone who's willing to share the information with you, because whenever I first went to the industry, no one was willing to share any information with me. They didn't want to tell me where they got their lashes from. They didn't want to tell me their techniques. They didn't want to tell me anything. So I have been a girl who has broken all those rules, and I'm sharing with women in Lubbock and across Texas. I hope to be expanding out further very soon, because like I said, the state of Texas is Texas is just a very strict state, and so you have to have the cosmetology, eyelash extension specialty, esthetician license to work in the state of Texas. But the different states, they don't require, some states do not require you to have a license. Also, new TDLR passed new rules. I think they passed them before November. If you are a licensed cosmetologist, then you do not have to go back to school to get your licensing as an educator. You don't have to do that. So, what are you playing with? Give it to me. Don't get a dog, y'all. Look at this. Yeah, so if you are a lash extension, or if you are a licensed cosmetologist, esthetician, I don't know if it's esthetician or just cosmetology, but if you are a licensed cosmetologist, they pretty much canceled out the license to get your instructor's license. So if you're a licensed cosmetologist, you can teach now, pretty much, which was so actually very relieving for me, because that's why someone reported me to TDLR the first time, because they're like, she's not a licensed instructor, how could she be teaching? And it's like, I mean, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been in the industry for 7+ years, you know, and just because I wasn't doing beauty outside right after I got out of school doesn't mean that I completely forgot about it. I had to keep up with it. I had to renew my license. I had to keep taking the tests and stuff. So I hope this video is helpful. I hope it sheds light on whatever direction it is that you're needing to go. And if you have any questions at all or anything, please make sure to leave me a comment, message, follow me on Instagram. I am at I'm high maintenance _ TikTok is HM Lash Babe. I have tons of videos on TikTok. And my YouTube is just starting to go up. So if y'all are here, if you are a new subscriber, thank you. Thank you for being here. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow. And I hope to see y'all on the next video. Okay, bye. Tuck, come say bye. Come on. Come say bye. Say bye. Bye, everybody. Bye.